It's a shitty injury, man. Anybody going through it, I guarantee has had the same thought.
So what stops you in that moment?
Dude, honestly, my wife, bro, like, she's awesome. Like, she's like saved my life.
I met a Gypsy.
You have the surgery, you wake up. What's that next little window look like in your
Dude,
life?
honestly, I don't remember a lot of it.
That's probably the blurriest part.
I was so fucked up on drugs. Just like, I mean, I was on Dilaudid, fentanyl, like your whole body's numb.
Yeah.
Mind, body, spirit, you're just numb.
Fuck.
Like, dude, it's crazy. Like, I barely remember who visited me in the hospital at all. It's kind of a blur.
And how long were you in that state?
Like that mental state where I just like don't remember.
Yeah.
Probably like 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just like heavy drugs, heavy medication.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have any like weird drug experiences?
No, not really. I was just like
numb.
just numb. Like, dude, pain, like that stuff is so crazy. And I asked them like the medical grade because like fentanyl is like pretty bad right now,
Yeah.
just like with homeless people and like people dying all the time. And I asked them like what dosage I get compared to like the street version, and they said it's like a 10th of the street version. And I was like, bro, how do people take that? That's insane.
Yeah, my wife, when I was in Oz, she had to go to hospital, and she's literally never been in hospital in her life ever.
She's probably freaked out.
Never had a thing wrong, right?
Yeah.
So then we go to hospital, and they end up giving her fentanyl, like this tiny dose. First time in her life she's ever had a drug like that.
Dude, you feel like you're floating.
Bro, she was fucked up, and she's like looking at me like,
Yeah.
like, this is so good. She's like, now I understand why there's drug addicts.
Yeah, because it's like you literally feel nothing.
It's like complete sidebar. But when your life is just completely shit,
Yeah.
you've got no fucking options. You were born in the ghetto.
Yeah.
Your fucking dad's in prison. Your mum's a prostitute.
Yeah.
You're in the streets of Baltimore.
What are you going to do?
Do drugs. Like,
It's so sad.
it's so sad. But like, you know, like you can see
How people get addicted to it.
you can
100%.
be in hospital with a broken spine and feel okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, I
weird.
kind of get it. I kind of get
How
not-
people get
not the way that you should deal with your problems, but
Yeah.
that's one of the ways
How they deal
that
with
you
it.
can deal with your problems. And
Yeah.
if your problems are so massive and so out of your control, I kind of get it.
They're
and
just numb.
people want to look down at those people.
Yeah. But they're just like, they just want to be numb.
They just want to fucking get through their life, man.
Yeah,
they got
it's
given
so
these,
sad.
They got given these fucked up cards,
Mm-hmm.
and then just there you go, man. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Like I was just in Austin for MotoGP.
Okay.
And there was one, we were just riding home on fucking bird scooters from dinner, and then just turn right, and there was just like this row of bus stops, and bro, just
Homeless.
people are
Yeah, dude. It's so
fucked.
sad.
I'm just like, man, this is so shit.
Yeah.
But like,
It's terrible to see.
so you can understand why there's an epidemic
Oh, yeah.
of
Because like,
those things.
because I like, that's why I was curious. Because like, I was like, dude, I literally feel fine.
yeah,
And this is like a 10th of like the street version, they said.
yeah.
I'm like, dude, no wonder so many people are taking it. It's crazy.
Fucking gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
It is a crazy. That is a crazy feeling. Drug.
But yeah, dude, like before like those next 3 days, yeah, just kind of like nothing. It's all kind of a blur. Had some of my wife's family, they flew there that night to come see me. So like my brother-in-law, my mother-in-law, they got there that night. They stayed, I think it was 5 days, something like that. I can't remember how long they were there. But me and my wife were there for 10 days. And then we flew on a medevac jet from Teterboro to Ontario, California.
Yep. And then straight into rehab.
Dude, actually, my my medevac plane had a failure at our
Shut the fuck up.
dude at our fuel stop.
Shut the fuck
Dude,
up.
I'm serious. Okay, so I'm laying on this freaking like gurney. Like it's pretty hot. We're on the tarmac. We're about to take off, and I flew planes, so I could like tell the pilots were like kind of scrambling because I was facing like I could see the cockpit, and they're like scrambling, running through these checks, and I was like, dude, I was like, something's wrong. So they had to abort takeoff. But like the auto trim was stuck and stuff like that. So they had to call an emergency, and then we had to wait for a jet. And I was on the tarmac for 8 hours
No.
on a gurney, bro.
In the sun?
Just bacon. Nowhere to go. We're just we stopped in Kansas City to get fuel in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, just dude, bacon. It sucks.
Bro.
So yeah, that's when I was like, dude, give me fentanyl. I
want to go back.
Dude, I was feeling like shit.
Oh.
So that sucked. And then, yeah, I got to California. It was a long trip, but yeah, I got to my rehab place at like 3 a.m. And then I started rehab the next day.
Fuck. So what's that look like? What's that process? You said you hated it.
Yeah, it's just like, at first, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of, you just learn how to do the most basic shit. Like, dude, everything was so hard at first. It's hard to explain. I'm sure everybody that has gotten hurt knows what I'm talking about, but it's like everything is so difficult. Like even just moving your legs, like around, like learning how to leverage your body takes a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Like when it's just dead weight and you got to like learn how to pull it around.
Yeah.
It's super awkward, and you're so used to like just being normal, upright, and you can like move stuff. So it takes a little bit to learn how to leverage your body to get your butt over in your chair or out of your chair onto bed, and then like picking your feet up to get onto bed. Because my legs were pretty heavy from.
You were a tank, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, I did a lot of cycling. Like, my legs actually haven't atrophied that bad. Really? They're still like the same size.
That's strange.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Do you know why that is, you think?
No, like literally, like everybody at the therapy place I'd go to asked me why. Because they're like skin and bones. I'm like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they haven't. My calves have shrunk, but my thighs are like
probably
the same.
still bigger than mine.
You think?
Yeah.
We can check. But yeah, it's like that part's cool because I'm kind of like still held together pretty strong.
That's what I mean. Like, even when you rolled in here, I'm like, bro, you look fucking good.
Thanks, man.
Like, you look fit and healthy and
yeah,
like,
I feel like I've taken care of myself.
Yeah, that's massive.
Yeah.
Like, massive.
Yeah, like
I probably look worse than I did this time last year.
you look great. Dude. Yeah, it's just, dude, it's a crazy injury. Like, just learning how to take your shirt on and off, like putting on socks. Dude, I remember the first time they were teaching me how to put on socks. I was so fucking mad. Just like, can't put on socks. Laying in bed. I'm like, dude, I was so mad.
It's just the smallest things that you just take for granted in normal life.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was like, so before stem cells though, I was like a noodle because like nothing worked. Like below my injury, like nothing held me together. So if I didn't have both my hands set on something, I would fall. Like,
really?
Fold. Yeah.
So now, like, yeah, because you're like fairly stable.
Yeah,
like,
no, I can do a lot now compared to when I first got hurt or before my first
stem cell
treatment. Like, yeah, man, I was a noodle. Like, I was like the just inflatable whatever dude on the side of it. Yeah, like that's how I looked. I was just a noodle. So that's, I think, why I was getting so mad early on in rehab. Because, dude, if I took my hand off something sturdy, I would fall. And I was like, this is fucking miserable.
Mm. It's probably hard to, like, paint a picture in your head of how you can go forward in life like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, straight up, I didn't want to live like that. Like, just being honest. Like,
yeah, did you have, like, thoughts of that?
Oh, yeah. 100%. Like, dude, it's a shitty injury, man. Anybody going through it, I guarantee has had the same thought.
So what stops you in that moment?
Dude, honestly, my wife, bro, like, she's awesome. Like, she's like saved my life. Straight up. So.
Nah, fucking.
Sorry.
Nah. Oh, I'm right there with you, bro.
Sorry about that.
Nah, man, fuck you. I'm there too. Don't worry. It's
yeah.
Man, I mean, even like just the conversations I've had with her was so cool, you know, like just like super positive.
Yeah. No, she's
you know, like
she's awesome, man. She's She's done a lot for me. She like stepped the fuck up.
I couldn't.
Like, she's so good. Like, I remember, I mean, she visited me almost every day. Like, because we live, it's like an hour and 20 minutes from my rehab place. So, and she still had weddings to do.
So you're there by yourself?
Yeah. No, I mean, she showed up.
For the most part.
Yeah,
like,
for the most part by myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had like, we had, the rooms are like split in half, just like kind of by like a shower curtain, basically.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah,
kind of sharing
yeah.
rooms. So like people were there all the time. A lot of the nurses were really cool. I was at Casa Colina up in Pomona. I don't know if you've ever heard of that place, but like Hartraft went there when he broke his back. So I've actually visited there to visit him. And then actually my room was freaking next door to his room at first. So it's kind of full circle moment a little bit, but yeah, I mean, she was really busy, freaking doing her profession, trying to do weddings because she has contracts that she can't really.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I think she missed 3.
Well, and then you're out of fucking work.
Yeah, and I'm out of work.
So now she's
the sole provider, you know. So, yeah, man, a lot has changed, you know. But she's crushed it. Seriously, my wife's awesome.
You're so lucky.
I know, I am, dude. Because I mean, I would say, I don't want to say most people would leave in that moment, but like, I mean, so much changes.
Mm.
It's crazy. Your whole life gets flipped upside down.
I'm assuming there's a lot of guilt too that you probably feel for that.
Oh yeah, dude. I still struggle for sure, but it's like, it's hard for me. Like I was always so independent, and I loved to help my wife with things.
Yeah.
Like I took a lot of like, it would make me feel good.
Yep.
And now like,
the roles are completely reversed.
yeah, dude. Like she's got to like get things like down from like a shelf for me and stuff like that. And it's like, that's so hard. Or even like taking the trash cans down. Like that's one thing I struggled with early on, is like accepting that. Because I've always enjoyed making it so like when my wife came home from doing a wedding, she didn't like have shit to do. Even though I was busy training, racing, traveling, but like, I don't know, just taking care of your wife. You know, you like take pride in that.
100%.
So I still do what I can. Like, I mean, dude, I do a lot around the house still. It takes me a little bit longer.
yeah. But you've also got more time.
Yeah, but now I got more time, and I work remote and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. I do my part. Try to.
You just finished watching a clip from the full 3-hour podcast. You're on our Clips channel. The full podcasts live on the Gypsy Tales podcast channel. It's linked right here. Go over to that channel, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and make sure you never miss a full episode of the Gypsy Tales podcast. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, you want to watch it on the go, you can also head to our iTunes or Spotify to get the full 3-hour podcast in audio format.
I met a gypsy.